Hi there, this is Adrienne Green, Realtor with Sampson Properties, and I am here today with Valerie Pisierra of Loudoun Cares. It's a wonderful nonprofit based here in Loudoun County, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about Loudoun Cares, what it does, and how we can help. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today, Valerie.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very excited about this.
I am too. So can you start by introducing Loudoun Cares to everyone and what sets it apart from the other nonprofits in the area?
Sure. So Loudoun Cares, we connect people that serve in the county with the people who need them. That's our overreaching goals and mission. And the reason that we are different from a lot of the nonprofits is that we're considered an umbrella organization. And so meaning that we support all of our local nonprofits through our services. So for instance, we have an online volunteer center where local nonprofits or nonprofits that benefit Loudoun County residents can put up a free profile and tell the world or Loudoun County about what they do, who they serve, and how those volunteers can help them. So they can post their needs, they can post events that are coming up, and it's a centralized place for all of these wonderful people out in Loudoun County that want to give back and want to volunteer to find opportunities to go on there, and they can see what's going on in the county, what do our nonprofits need, and they match their passion with those nonprofits. So if really your cause is animals or in the environment or children or education or any health and human service, if you want to feed people or you want to get clothing for people, there's all sorts of nonprofits on there. Right now we have about 220 nonprofits on there. And we're always looking to grow that. So if you know of a nonprofit that isn't on our volunteer center, please let us know so we can reach out to them. All of our services are free to our nonprofits, our volunteers, and our companies that want to volunteer. So we also can help organizations, small businesses, bigger businesses that want to engage their employees in volunteer opportunities and they don't really know where to look. We can kind of guide them and help them make those connections. And so we're kind of like the Match.com of volunteers. Our marketing guys like to say we're the super highway for volunteers in Loudoun. So that's only one way that we help. The other way we help is we connect our residents in need of health and human services with our nonprofits, our local nonprofits and agencies that can support them with basic needs, right? So somebody calls and they're looking for rent or utility is usually how it starts, that conversation, but the need didn't start there. And there's other elements, like maybe the reason they are where they are and they need the help is because they've lost a part-time job. Somebody moved in, somebody moved out, someone got ill, someone had to quit a job to take care of an elderly parent that moved in. So there's a lot of different dynamics. So we look at the person holistically and their family, and we try to connect them with as many resources as possible. So again, a centralized sort of place for them to go to find help in the county and through the nonprofits and our county agencies as well. Through there, we also work with a faith network. So we have a network of faith communities that we can call on to help support some of these families' needs. And so how you can help on that side is if you're a member of a faith community that has a benevolence program, let me know. We are working with a lot of them, but we're always looking for more faith community organizations to be able to connect with, because that will increase our net that we can help people. So that's the lowdown on what we do. I mean, basically, we are a connector. We're a connector in the community.
It sounds like it, and it's amazing how you guys are there to help everyone on both sides. You can help the volunteers find the best place to volunteer, and then you can help the people who are in need find the source to help them meet that need.
Yes. And a lot of people say, well, we want to volunteer for Loudoun Cares. And it's like, we are very small staff. I am the only full-time employee. And right now we have a part-time employee for our Connect line, which is our call center, and a temporary employee during the COVID crisis that's going on right now. We have partnered with Catholic Charities to distribute funds to those in need, those populations, the very vulnerable populations that were already on the edge. We have about 89% of the people that we talk to and help out through that rent program are 70% or lower of the state median income.
Oh,
So
wow.
not even Loudoun median income. And about 43% of those are at the poverty level or below prior to COVID. So these are very vulnerable populations. We have been able through the fund, what we like to call the fund, which was funded through the Community Foundation of Northern or Loudoun and Northern Fauquier counties, as well as Community Foundation of Northern Virginia, the Visit Loudoun Tourism and Hospitality Fund, and also some funding we got from Loudoun County. We've been able to fund about 186 families with about $192,000 on overdue rent to keep them in their homes safe during this crisis. And so that has been very exciting to be able to help in that way. But we're a very small staff. And so we don't arrange those volunteer opportunities for you. We give you the opportunities. So you're able to create a volunteer profile on our center, and you can log your hours, which is great for students. We can create user groups for groups of volunteers that want to kind of see what they're doing in the community, and it gives them a profile so they can look at how many hours they volunteered and where they've responded. And we, can always make suggestions for what you guys are looking for as far as getting out into the community.
Okay, great. So it sounds like people don't necessarily volunteer with Loudoun Cares directly, but they'll use Loudoun Cares to find where would be a great place for them to volunteer.
Exactly. It's like if people think of it like a broker or a clearinghouse, again, I kind of think of it as the match.com. We have the profiles of the nonprofits, and then we have our volunteers, and we hope that you guys can make a connection and then help each other out where it's needed.
Perfect. That's great. I know a lot of people have extra time on their hands and are looking to help the community right now. So you're a great resource for them as they look to do that.
Thank you. We also have on the Volunteer Center, there's actually, when you go on in, I'll tell you, it is www.volunteer.loudouncares.org.
Perfect.
And when you go on, there's a banner that says COVID Help Nonprofit Needs. If you click on that, it is the needs that have been posted since COVID. A lot of them, they're looking for supplies, right? They're looking for cleaners, they're looking for diapers, they're looking for food, a lot of the food pantries. There are some virtual opportunities. Organizations have pivoted and said, okay, we want to build care kits for our preschoolers who we normally get to see in a classroom and teach how to read, but now we can't do that. So we're sending them care kits. And so there's those opportunities. Right now, the volunteer, there's not a lot of events, that are being live right now. And so there's a little more digging to go like, how can I help? But a lot of them are looking for supplies, and that's a great way to help. And that is, you are volunteering to provide supplies, and that's what they need right now. So right. I encourage people to go on there and look and see what the nonprofits are looking for.
That's wonderful. And I know that is an easy way for people who, have been fortunate enough to keep their jobs and their income to help is, look and see what places need and either get it on your normal shopping trip or order it on Amazon.com and have it delivered directly to that nonprofit. There's lots of ways to help them with those supply needs for those of us who have been or fortunate enough to still have our income and be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a great, it's really needed right now.
Mm-hmm. And you had mentioned that there's an upcoming event for Loudoun Cares as well?
Yes, so normally we do our Outstanding Volunteer Awards. It's one of our biggest fundraisers and biggest celebrations for our organization, where we get to honor our volunteers in the county. So different organizations or people can nominate someone for categories like Outstanding Youth Volunteer or Outstanding Senior Volunteer or Team. So we took all those nominations prior to COVID. We were all ready to go May 1st, and unfortunately, that didn't happen. And so a virtual event on July 24th.
Okay.
So I want everyone to look out on our Facebook page for that and our website. And it doesn't cost you anything to join, but join on the 24th, and we're going to do sort of a mix between a live stream and some videos that we're planning to deliver our awards, socially distanced to our winners. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be different and challenging, but we want to get as many people on there as possible to really show support for our volunteers in the community. It's a really amazing event and a great way to get inspired about what people are doing. I mean, the people that were nominated, some of them, we also have like a lifetime award. So we get to honor someone that's been volunteering for years in Loudoun County, and that's exciting.
Mm-hmm. And I think as a parent, that's a great event to to log in and attend virtually with kids, because parents are always talking about how they want to promote volunteerism and giving back and all that in their kids. This event, attending it, would be a perfect way to promote that.
Yeah, it's a great way to see some of the organizations and what people are doing. We have winners from Nest for Us, which is a great organization started by actually years ago by two middle school students. And the oldest daughter is now just graduated high school. That's a great organization. Pasta, which is another kids organization. Loudoun Free Clinic. We've got some great organizations that are represented, and it's just gives you exposure to what's out there, because it's not, volunteering is not always just digging a ditch, right? Volunteering, we want to tap into people's passion, their talent, and what they have a cause for. And sometimes you can even learn a new skill. Like at Joshua's Hands, I went there and volunteered before COVID and learned about quilting, because they make quilts for wounded warriors over in Germany at the Landstuhl Hospital, the U.S. hospital in Landstuhl. So, there's always something to enrich your life with.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a great point, that reminding people that you can learn something and, get enrichment yourself from those volunteer opportunities as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Valerie. I think that you've really explained Loudoun Cares well, and hopefully this will get more people on your website finding those great volunteer opportunities, and also reach out to people who could avail themselves of your services, and you can help them find the right place to help them meet their needs.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. It's been so much fun. And if they just want to learn more about Loudoun Cares in general, they can go to our regular website, which is just www.loudoncares.org.
Perfect. I'll put all that information in the description below, so you guys can go down there and click on the URLs to go to these different websites, and make sure to check out Loudoun Cares on Facebook as well. If you like this video and you enjoy learning about different community resources in Northern Virginia, please like the video and subscribe to my channel to find out about future organizations and companies like Loudoun Cares and Valerie Pisierra. So thank you again, Valerie, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much.